Hey everybody, it's the coach. This is the NFL 100 Game of the Week on EA Sports. Straight ahead, we've got what should be an interesting matchup between the Indianapolis Colts and the New Orleans Saints. I'll be back at halftime to look at...
First opened back in 1975. There's a look inside the iconic Mercedes-Benz Superdome in downtown New Orleans. Tonight, we put a bow on Week 15 with a good Monday night matchup between the Indianapolis Colts and the New Orleans Saints. It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Wait, that's right, 20, 51, come on. Hey, tight down. There you go. Hey, check it.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that, 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
On 2nd and 10, Brady. Open man, he's got him, the tight end, Hockenson. 70th catch for him on the year, and like so many others, this goes for a 1st down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Brady. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. J.J. Watt, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Throwing now is Brady. It's brought in by Jamison Crowder. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 22 yards there, a 1st down. This is one thing you can't do with Tom Brady. Let him get in a rhythm, let him get rolling early.
Every time you talk about Tom Brady or any other great quarterback, you always talk to the defensive guys and they say, you got to get him off his spot. What they mean by that is when you go back 3-step, 5-step, 7-step drop, and they just hit the same spot, and then they're set up to throw the ball, get them to move a little bit, get them to hold the ball. And the pressure that affects just about any quarterback, right up the middle.
Now the ball comes loose. 20, and now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown, New Orleans. Cameron Meredith, his 1st touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And now it's blocked. It's picked up, a live ball here, remember. But he doesn't get far. They're able to stop him. And after all that, the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
But there's a blocked extra point. I remember playing, and we had one of those go against us. I remember our kicker and our holder told the head coach, just relax, coach. Why are you yelling? Don't worry, it's just 1 point. Oh, my. Those coaches see a point is gold to them because you never know how it's going to turn out later.
Exactly. That's what I was just going to say. 1st quarter, we'll see if this has any implications as the game goes on.
I still can't believe they told the head coach to relax. Whoa.
Bad move. Run up. That'll be taken in by Damiere Byrd. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Yards, the final tally. Now a carry by the 3rd-year man. This is Austin Eckler. He takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run. And here are the Colts offensive starters.
And I think the entire league benefited when Andrew Whitworth made the decision to come back for his 13th NFL season. Still one of the best offensive tackles in the game. 4 Pro Bowls, 2 times first-team All-Pro. He's now 10th among active players in the NFL in games started.
A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley.
Defense.
So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
The holding penalty and negates a good return as they'll start just past the 20. They run the counter. Carson. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. We'll look now at our starting defense. They come into this one down at the 27th position in the league, Charles, against the run.
And the focus now is making sure that they're hitting on all cylinders as they head into the playoffs. And that means they've got to stop the run better. Because playoff football often means running football. So they've got to be prepared for that.
4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Brady. He finds his target. It's Crowder. He's already topped his receiving output from a week ago, and we're just in the first quarter as that's a 1st down.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
A really nice throw there to pick up the 1st down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. They run it with Carson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
They'll run the screen with Carson. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 14 yards is the pickup. 1st down, New Orleans. Brady's got his guys 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Play action. Now it's Brady. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. It'll be a Saints 1st down on a gain of 16 yards. Brady, nearly perfect. 9 of 10 in this first half. It's 1st and 10. A quick throw complete to Washington. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
That's what I'm talking about.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6. Working from the gun, it's Brady. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20 because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And a nice gain at 21 yards. Luck now after the pick on the last drive. 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. Flushed out right. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Back to throw. Luck. On the crossing route, that's caught. Julian Edelman. From the red zone now, Luck. And this is caught. It's Edelman. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 10 more there and another 1st down. Again, Luck. And that is caught. Demir Bird with his 16th touchdown of the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Good bounce-back drive right there through the pick on drive number 1. Drive number 2 leads them right down the field into the end zone.
Agree totally. Excellent bounce-back, tremendous poise, confidence never lost, and obviously he transmitted that to his teammates as well. What a really nice drive.
So the lead shaved to 2 now as the kickoff is away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now the Saints, they trot their offense out here. And, partner, let me make a quick pivot here. Season winding down. They're number 32 in offense this year. The last in the league. Where did they go?
Anywhere and everywhere, but they have to do it with a plan. And I think about Atlanta a bunch of years ago. They decided they wanted to get what they thought was going to be a franchise quarterback, and indeed he is, Matt Ryan. But they had to supplement it. They went free agency, got a running back, came back and traded back into the first round in the same draft to get a left tackle to protect it.
He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, New Orleans. James Washington, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Saints are able to strike quickly for 6. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score...
And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. With a sack, it's Ziggy Ansah.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The pass complete. It's Bird.
Pass interference. Defense.
Trying to defend the out route there, got the PI call.
And you know what's difficult about that one is sometimes you want to make the undercut move and go for the football, and other times just want to hang on the upfield shoulder and make the tackle. I think he got caught in between and created a foul.
No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. Throwing on 2nd down. Luck. This is caught by Ginn. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. And they're left looking at 3rd and 8 after the second down pass play only went for 2. They'll fake it. Now Locke. And Gibbs got it. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A nice pickup of 23 on the 3rd down conversion. Now Locke. There goes a deep ball. End zone. Ted Ginn. 36 yards. As they have now chopped this lead down to 3. A sensational one-handed grab in the end zone for the score. Looked like you at the Davis Turkey Bowl every year in the backyard in Orlando, Florida.
Oh, you're so kind. That's definitely in my mind. But how about this? They always tell guys going after the ball, the receivers especially, you got to have a single-minded obsession to go get it. How about going up with a single hand and making that happen? I don't know if it gets much better than what we just saw there.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, let's see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Yeah, Brady's throw there, incomplete. Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Brady. This one caught by Crowder. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down. That time a slant. Brady in general on those quick hitters, he just releases the ball so fast.
He does, and he's so accurate. But most of the time, he wins before the ball's even snapped by his pre-snap read. Finds out where the defense is and delivers it to the proper place.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Brady. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down. The Saints on 3rd down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Shotgun now for Brady. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Edelman set to return. 51 yards on the punt there. And the Colts are going to take over, albeit deep in their own territory. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts 1st down. On 1st down, it's Locke. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Buster Screen. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. That throw by Brady, incomplete. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. Who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Now Brady. And it's complete. He gets this one to Washington. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard, inadvertent or not. Now it's a lot easier.
He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Danico Autry able to record his 5th sack of the season.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper in the territory, you get into the red zone.
That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime.
Line 20. 54 miles. Target.
Operating from the gun, Brady. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Jamison Crowder. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here of the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Luck now over 200 yards already in this first half. It's 1st and 10. To throw is Luck. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. They'll let this go for the end zone. And that will be incomplete with a... Clock down now to 13 seconds. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now it's Luck. And Luck will be intercepted for a 3rd time. Picked off at about the 31. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. He hit his first one, this from 44 yards out now. And now we'll get a late time. As it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. He hit his first one, this from 44 yards out now. Badgley's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So, well, that came a little abruptly here. Still working on my apple up in the booth. Hang on here, let me spit this out. And we can get to the third quarter now. This is taken at the 3. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
Let's go.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is a real, I'm doing it. This is a really important.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Larry Ogunjobi in for the sack. Luck in the Colts looking for something big here after the sack. This is 3rd and long. Play action. It's Luck. He'll get this into the hands of Bird. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 16 yards to pick up there. The Colts have a first down.
And another thing that makes a comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
False start, offense.
That's going to set him back 5 yards.
Mexico! 40! Mexico! 11.
Out of the gun, Luck. Again has it complete. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Looking to throw again on second down. Luck. It's brought in right side by Ginn. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. To the air again. Luck.
An ex-teammate used to tell me,
Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. A huge play that time for the Colts. And even 40 yards. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back.
And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Mike Gesicki, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys are back within a single score. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a one-score, 6-point game. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
On 2nd and 11 now. Brady, they'll run the screen with Carson. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. And that screen there on second down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying is one thing. We can second-guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize that it's broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the first down on third down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
Brady now on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. The Super Bowl 44 will always link these two teams together, the Colts and the Saints. That was a game that the Saints would win. If you remember, Sean Payton dialed up that onside kick to start the second half. Tracy Porter would eventually nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
And that's the second sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
And he's going to go down again. Melvin Ingram in there for the sack, and he's closing in on the all-time record. That's number 19 on the year.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Luck and the Colts come up now, 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Hey, Charlie.
A shotgun snap for Luck. Throw caught here by Bird. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. That last catch short the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Luck now to throw. On the screen, Bernard. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. This quarterback now over 300 yards now for the game, and time to improve on that as he's got a 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Luck. Caught on the left side by Ginn. That's good for an Indianapolis 1st down on a gain of 10.
57.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Running on 1st down, Eckler. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now a throw downfield is taken in by his running back. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Luck going to bring him up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. On 2nd and 2, Luck. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Amari Cooper with his 16th touchdown of the year, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that will put them on top here in the 3rd. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it culminates in an Indianapolis touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And now the Saints get set to trot out there. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. It'll be a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll also be the final play of this third quarter. Back now here live in New Orleans. And we've got a dandy here. 1-point game as we begin the fourth. Brady going to try and throw on third down. It's caught. Shepard. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 yards, good for his Saints, first down. Some pretty good games all weekend. We may have saved the best for last. This Monday night game has been a dandy. Brady now on first down. On the catch, it's Crowder. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one goes for 30 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Looking from the gun, it's Brady. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. J.J. Watt in there to get him, and that is now sack number 18 on the season for him.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Completes this one to Meredith. A good pickup.